Hi, everybody. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday. Thanks for coming on to Just a Mommy Minute for another short episode of some tips of how to help you with your children naturally. So today we're going to talk about a hot topic that we're seeing a lot in the office, ear infections. So what I want to first do is go over what type of ear infections there are. So you have your middle ear infection, which is the acute otitis media. You have otitis media with effusion. This is usually without fever, ear pain, or fluid buildup. And then there's swimmer's ear, which is more the external ear infection or ear type of infection, ear pain. So kind of what I wanted to go over today is kind of debunking some of the myths about what you're supposed to do for ear infection. So I pulled this from the CDC website, and what it says is that antibiotics are often not needed because the body's immune system can fight off the infection on its own. So that's from our own government that it said that. Of course, that lines up with everything that I believe anyway. The body heals itself. The next thing is the American Pediatric Association has told the pediatricians to take a watch and wait approach to ear infections. That means just kind of, if somebody comes in with an ear infection, don't necessarily jump right on giving antibiotics, but watch and wait and see what happens. I know as parents, we want our child to be better fast. We don't want them to be in pain, things like that. So we just usually go right for those antibiotics. But towards the end of this short video, I'm going to give you a few things you can do to help with the pain for that. So what to do? The best way to fight these ear infections is to prevent the ear infections. So the best thing to do is, number one, see if there's a dairy issue. Get them off the dairy. And, this is the cow's milk, cow's cheese, yogurts, things like that. And another is get them adjusted, especially the children that get ear infections in one ear. So if they're always in one ear, you have to think, well, why is it just that one ear? So there could be that side is not draining as well. Chiropractic can help with that. Some other things are some supplements, which I'll talk about here in a second. So what I want to do is also talk about some of the causes of ear infections that will help you kind of help from preventing them. So number one is allergies. These can cause ear infections. Teething. Sometimes teething isn't necessarily an infection, but the eardrum is red. And then the child's kind of runny nose, feverish, things like that, but it's a low-grade fever typically. If there's a smoker in the family, that can cause ear infections. Upper respiratory infections. That's why you see ear infections more in the winter than you do in the summer, because most of the kids are getting upper respiratory, and the adults, upper respiratory infections. So the ears are secondary to this. So where's the fluid going to go when it's stuck up there? Out the ears, right? Or sometimes out the eyes, if it can't come just out the nose, down the throat. Gut flora imbalance. Say you've given your child a lot of antibiotics to help with the ear infections, and now the good bacteria is gone, and you didn't replenish it with probiotics after your ear infection. So there could be an imbalance with the gut flora, which then leads to immune issues. Your child can actually, when the doctor's checking them, have an eardrum that's red because of crying. That's also something. Yeast overgrowth can cause them. And like I talked about, the biomechanical changes, if you're tight on one side and that ear's not draining, that can cause the ear infections. Improper clearing of the nose and sinuses. We cannot get those little guys to blow their noses for the life of us. So, it's just all backed up inside and they can't get it out. So again, it causes more pressure on the eardrum. Some nutrient deficiencies are like vitamin A, zinc, N-acetylcholine, so NAC, C as in Cooper, decreased fatty acids, and sometimes if a baby's bottle fed, they're more prone to ear infections. So I'm not going to go into too much about supplementing and things like that. We've had several videos about boosting the immune system. If you want to go back and watch those, that will help. Also goes hand in hand with the ear infections. So most common underlying problem is the upper respiratory. 50% of the babies, or children, I should say, they're getting ear infections because of upper respiratory infections. And then many studies have shown that antibiotics are not successful or useful for treating ear infections, okay? So what can you do? If your child is getting an ear infection or has ear pain, and typically the pain will last just usually a day, You can make an onion, put it in a sock, chop up some onion, put it in a sock, get it warm, and put it over their ear. If you read about onions, they're great for pulling stuff out, great for mucus. You can, actually use this on your chest, things like that. So onions, a warm sock with onions. Don't make it too hot though. A lot of people know about the garlic drops already. The mullein ear drops are also something you can do. If you're breastfeeding, put some breast milk in there. You can orally take colloidal silver. And then another thing you can do is a lymphatic massage. Let me see if I can get on here so I can show you. So the lymph nodes from the ears come down the front of this muscle. See this muscle that comes here? So you can start from just an inch up from the collarbone and just start slowly, just roll your fingers and massage down, okay? Do that about 5 or 6 times and then move up another inch and then just roll your fingers down and massage the lymph nodes. You might want to get a little nice, maybe coconut oil or something while you're doing this. And coconut oil is great to also fight infections, by the way. And then come up to the ear and just kind of slowly go down, okay? So you do this on both sides. Even if your infection isn't on the other side, go ahead and do both sides. And of course, I believe in getting them adjusted. Again, it's loosening up those muscles, it's balancing the head, it's opening up the cranial bones so that the fluid just flows and gets down. Also, adjusting can help boost the immune system too. So some foods you can do, and now they're not going to like this too well, but a neat remedy is to take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and mix it with some honey. And again, this is if a child's over the age of 1. Try to do 1 tablespoon every hour. It's going to taste wonderful. They'll love it. And then plenty of water, okay? There's herbs you can do. There's homeopathy you can do. That's not my specialty, so I'm not going to really kind of go into it, but we will provide a PDF of some of that information to you. So again, I know it's hard and it's heartbreaking when you see your child in pain like that, but really try some of the warm, poultices over the ear and see if that really helps. And then bring them in and we'll take care of them, okay? I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm looking at my hair. What do you think? Straight or curly? I should do a poll. Should I keep it straight or go curly? So comment below what you think, okay? Have a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment and I'll answer them in the future. Thank you. Bye, everybody.